What if Tracy McGrady had the opportunity to play with the dominant force, such as Shaquille O'Neal during the Kobe era? Today, we are going to rewrite the history of time and the Kobe era as we know it and see what happens when Tracy McGrady and Shaquille O'Neal team up. We saw what happened with Kobe and Shaq. A three-peat, Shaq winning Finals MVP over New Jersey, Philly, and Indiana. I'm excited to see where this goes because T Mac smooth scoring and Shaq drawing double teams. Are you kidding me? That's 35 plus points per game for T Mac. Would have been normal for him. Normal. Plus, T Mac as the perimeter assassin, Shaq as the dominant inside unstoppable force. Come on now. That inside out approach, that combo, terrific. Plus, T Mac was a solid passer when he's locked in. If health holds up, which it will because injuries are turned off, at least 1 to 2 rings minimum. Think of a more athletic version of Kobe and Shaq, if you will. So I'm excited to see what happens with these two guys. Okay, now we have to take a look at LA. Kobe's obviously 24, so he's very young. He's got 6 years. This is going to be a 6 year sim. I have to fix the years of Shaq and everybody else on this team, but they're all gonna. This is a 6 year sim. Okay, we're done in '08. Can Kobe and the Lakers regroup, rebuild to build a championship contender around Kobe? We know he wanted to be the man. Obviously, we know what happened after Shaq left, and a few seasons later, they got Pau Gasol and teamed him up with Kobe. Can Kobe and the Lakers ultimately rebuild and get Kobe another championship in the midst of this sim? But without a doubt, the number one storyline and the team to watch and the duel to watch is going to be Shaq and T Mac. Storyline number two, what happens with the Lakers in this sim? And story number three, what other team, Dallas, New Jersey, I think Denver, Indiana, Detroit, Toronto, the Spurs, can any of these other teams step up and win some rings in the place of the Lakers or in the place of the Orlando Magic? I think we are going to get some great winners. But guys, let me know how many rings do you think we're gonna have here? Some between these two, Shaq and T Mac. Now keep in mind, in 6 years, Shaq is going to be 36 years old, right? T Mac, he's going to be scratching his prime. He's going to be in the midst of his prime. But on the back half of this, Shaq, years 34, 35, and 36, he's going to be older. He's going to start to regress. So they have to do their work early. Can they three-peat? I think so, but there's a lot of new talent coming into the league. Guys like LeBron and guys like Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Gilbert Arenas. Let's see what happens and if they can win any rings. D2, I'm thinking at least two, but can they 3 or 4? I don't know. Let's see. We just wrapped up the 2003 season, the first season in our 6 year sim, and Shaq wins MVP, averaging 26, 6, and 3. Let's go, big fella. Yao Ming on the Rockets gets Rookie of the Year. Pfizer gets six man on the Bulls. Pistons, Ben Wallace, 18 rebounds is insane. Wow. Ricky Davis on the Cavs, most improves. And look at that. Doc Rivers, Coach of the Year, 68 and 14 for our Orlando Magic team. I 100% expect him to win the championship. Just saying. The Spurs are good. We got Kobe, All NBA first team, T Mac, Duncan, KG, and Shaq. Oh, by the way, the first video in this series was KG and Shaq. So watch that video if you haven't. That was a fun video. So obviously we got two guys on the Magic making All NBA first team. That's what's up. And all defensive first team, nothing for Shaq or T Mac, but Shaq did get all defensive first, all defensive second team, as well as T Mac. Good stuff. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. Magic 68 wins, Spurs 59, Sacramento 58, Phoenix 58. So that Pacific division is tough. I wonder if the Lakers even made it. The Lakers did not make the playoffs. Let me see where they might be in line for a top pick depending on how they did. They only won 25 games. That's the second worst. So they might be able to pick up Carmelo, LeBron, Wade, or Chris Bosh, and that will go a long way in helping Kobe and the Lakers rebuild that team. But we are in the present. We're dealing right now. Yeah, we should beat the Atlanta Hawks. Who's on Atlanta right now? Who's on Atlanta? Chasing Terry, 85. Sharif Abdul-Rahim, 85. So, yeah, that should be a clean sweep right there. No doubt about it. Oh, wow. Okay, 5 games. The New Orleans Hornets. Is that the Hornets right there? Yeah, New Orleans Hornets. Baron Davis, Jamal Mashburn, PJ Brown, Jamal McGlure. Okay, so nice team, solid team, but yeah, that should be a sweep. There you go. And Toronto, this is Vince Carter's team. I already know that. Sweep, easy money right there. Okay, 5 games. Dirk, let's see. I already know this is Dirk team. This is with Steve Nash, 87, Michael Finley, 85, Dirk at a 93. This should be a good win for us, our first title, but let's see what happens. Yes, 5 games. Like I said, that should have been no issues whatsoever. And obviously, it wasn't 30.17 rebounds for Shaq. So Tracy McGrady is a champion. Shaq gets his fourth straight NBA title. So yeah, he's dominant. He's the most dominant big man right now, and not history, not team history. Let's take a look at season league NBA history. What am I talking about? Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So Shaq has won 4 straight NBA championships. That's what's up. We're gonna get to season 2 and see what happens there. But actually, I want to take a close look at what happens. We did lose Horace Grant to retirement, so obviously, let me see. Let me take a look at our roster real quick. We got a lot of things going on. So look at everybody's. So we did one season. Everybody should have 5 years left on their deal, except for Cunningham because he's a 68, 66. Not really worried about him. But the core of this team, everybody on this team, 5 years. So we got 5 years left in this sim, and we got one championship. Now, we got some older players like Horace Grant. He just retired, actually. He just retired. Darrell Armstrong, 35. Sean Kemp, 33. Then we have our Shaq, who's 31. So, yeah, retirements are, going to get some of our older guys out of here. And I do like this team that they got Stephen Hunter, Mike Miller. They got some young guys, obviously T-Mac, who are younger. All right, so let's take a look at draft lottery. I'm curious to see what happens with storyline number 2, Kobe and the Lakers. So we got Cleveland, we got the Lakers. Let's see if they can get one of those top picks. They fall to 4, but they should still be able to get either, probably not LeBron, Wade, Carmelo, or Bosh. I'm thinking Bosh, but hey, sometimes players fall. So obviously, we're not going to have any significant, draft picks. We are going to sign whoever our draft picks. I'm not even going to worry about doing it. Nick Collison. Okay, that's what's up. Mo Williams. Okay, that's what's up. Chase Crawford. Okay, cool. Those are some solid picks for where we're at. NBA draft. So who did the Lakers get? Chris Bosh. So Chris Bosh is now a Los Angeles Laker paired up with Kobe. Hey, that's what's up. That's a nice rebuild to start with there. Let's see. Obviously, I'm not signing any free agencies. I'm not making any free agents. I'm not making any trades. This is just pure the Orlando Magic team with Shaq, with Tracy McGrady. Shaq's at a 97. T-Mac goes up to a 96. Mike Miller up to an 81. Grant Hill, he's already 30. So that's another guy in our core who's older. He drops down to an 80. So, yeah, I'm glad they're getting their chips in early. Hopefully they get another one. But because a lot of new talent already just came in the league in terms of Wade, Bosh, LeBron, Carmelo. So they got to get their chips in now while they can. And young guys are going to get even better and better, like Jermaine O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal is already good. Gilbert Arenas, guys like that. New dynasties, new big teams, combos. Big threes are going to start lining up, and it's going to be harder for this Magic team to stay on top, especially with an older aging Shaq and Grant Hill at that. All right, so what we're doing now is we are releasing some of these guys who are, not good enough. So I don't want to release like a 21 or 20-year-old just because they can help us in the future, kind of help keep this team afloat. But we're going to simulate the rest of season 2. This is the 03-04 season, and see what happens there. So this is our lineup: T-Mac, Mike Miller, Stephen Hunter, and Shaq Grant Hill. That's the squad. We'll see at the end of season 2. And guys, let me know how many wins you think this team got. And I'm gonna say like 65 wins. We just capped off the 03-04 regular season 2 of our sim, and Shaq gets MVP back to back for him, 25, 12, and 3. That's what's up, big man. LeBron gets Rookie of the Year in Cleveland. How poetic. There we go. Elton Brand joins the Spurs as a 6-man playing behind Tim Duncan. That's going to be a crazy team. Ben Wallace, DPOY, 16 rebounds. That's crazy. And Stephen Hunter, most improved. I saw that he was in the starting lineup, 6 and 7. Doc Rivers, 69 wins for our Magic team. That's better than the 65 I thought we was going to do. Look at the San Antonio Spurs, 68 wins. Wow. They might have cut our championship window short, entirely short. I mean, they added Elton Brand, another great power forward behind Tim Duncan. That's going to be crazy. We see T-Mac and Shaq all NBA first team. That's what's up. All right, so San Antonio's number 1 in the West. Orlando is number one in the East. Good stuff. All right, let's take a look at standings here. So the Magic with T Mac, Mike Miller, and Shaq. Um, that's a pretty good, not a big three. We are 98, 98. That's a big two. Then we got Mike Miller, who's a good guy right there. San Antonio, 90, 87. Why did they keep having Richard Hamilton? And the first video I did, Rip Hamilton was on this Spurs team. Obviously, not he was. I don't know why he was on the Spurs whatsoever. Bruce Bowen, Tim Duncan, Elton Brand on the bench. That's a good team right there. All right, Phoenix is very good. Marbury, Sean Murray, and Amari Stoudemire, great team. Chicago, they're just an all around good team right there. And Dallas, look at Dallas, 49 wins. Steve Nash and Dirk. So at some point, we're gonna put Shaq on that Dallas Mavericks team. And look at Minnesota doing well with Zerbiak, KG, good stuff. All right. But without further ado, and we see the Lakers had a nice bounce back. They picked up Baron Davis. Obviously, they got Kobe, got Chris Bosh. So the Lakers are trying to get that rebuild going. Love to see it. But we had the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. Sam Cassell, Ray Allen, Michael Redd, and Tim Thomas. Nice team. What was 67 as your center? Shaq is going to tear him apart. And we beat them in five. And Washington Wizards. Did Jordan retire? Yeah, Jordan is probably retired. I'm assuming he's retired. No one really great on this team, so we're probably definitely gonna go ahead and smack them. We beat them in six. Wow, it took us 6 games to beat that team. All right, Jason Kidd in the New Jersey Nets, Richard Jefferson, Kenya Martin, good team, but they're not better than our team. And look who it is, the San Antonio Spurs. One, two. They got close to 390s, two for sure. Older David Robinson. Let's see what happens here. I think this is a great matchup, actually. We take game one, take game two. Oh, okay. Looks like this is going to be a sweep. We do sweep. Okay. And Shaq, 30 points, 11 rebounds. That's two chips back to back. Let's go. All right. So we will see what happens in the off season in terms of, I don't know, any great teams, lottery, whatever. Our storyline number two with the Lakers. We'll see what happens there. Before we head into our third season of this sim, the 04-05 season, let's take a player progression. T-Max out of 97. Shaq's out of 97. Mike Miller 80 goes up to an 82. Nick Collison up to a 78. Wow, that might be really good. And he's a power forward. He can slide right in there. Grant Hill is continuing to regress. He's out of 78. He's 31. So, and look at these green arrows. This is very, very good for this team. And I think this is going to help us to three-peat here. We see some of our older guys going down, but I like all the greens up top. The only glaring red is Grant Hill. So I think in the 04-05 season, I think another 65-plus win season is very much in the midst of us. Capping up our third season, the 04-05 season, we're right in the middle of this thing, and Tracy McGrady gets his hat in the ring and wins MVP, averaging 32, 7, and 5. This is crazy, almost 40% from three. Dwight Howard on the Knicks gets Rookie of the Year. Boris D. House, Sixth Man of the Year. Tim Duncan, DPOY. Jamal Crawford, Most Improved. The Magic, 68 wins. That's what's up. Denver, 54 wins. Okay, so we got T-Mac, Wade, Duncan, LeBron, and Shaq, all NBA first team. That's what's up. Good stuff there. Look at our defensive team. No all defensive first team, but obviously no, not all defensive second team either. Okay, let's take a look. We see the Magic are first in the East over here. Let's take a look at standings. Let's see what we got here. Who stood out? 68 wins for our Magic team. Obviously, we know they're looking to go for a three-peat. T-Mac at a 99, Mike Miller 85, Shaq at a 98. Nick Collison, he's been a great, a great welcome. How good he's good. And Grant Hill coming off the bench. All right, so Phoenix looks like they're still doing well. Stephon Marbury, Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire, good stuff. Denver, they got Gilbert Arenas and Carmelo. Are you kidding? Gilbert out of 95. 2K loves Gilbert Arenas. I'm telling you, love him. Marcus Camby. So that's a good team in Denver there. Chicago. Who's on Chicago here? Quentin Richardson, Jalen. Okay, so I mean, that's just, I'm surprised they're that good. Memphis. They got Wade and Pau Gasol. Utah Jazz. They have Matt Harping, and Jermaine O'Neal. Okay, and Kenya Martin coming off the bench. Philly. What's going on with Philly? Allen Iverson at a 96. Keith Van Horn. I mean, nothing else other than that. What about Golden State here? Jason Richardson, Mike Dunleavy, Antoine Jameson. All right, and then you got your Lakers storyline number two: Baron Davis, Kobe. Oh, they got Andre Karolinko, Chris Bosh. That's a nice team. That's a solid four right there. I think they can at least make it to the second round, maybe even the third. But I think that Phoenix is Phoenix is all right. They might be able to take Phoenix, Denver. That Denver team is tough. That's a tough team right there. But hey, LA got a shot. Back to our team, Washington. Who is on Washington? Larry Hughes, Jerry Stackhouse, Carlos Boozer, Kwame Brown. For some reason, is so good in the Sims. I don't get it. All right, but we should be able to get past them. No worries, no problems. We do sweep them. Hey, we got Cleveland, young LeBron. Okay, so Ricky Davis at an 85 with LeBron at a 91 and Yagauskas at an 87. Nice team. We know he's going to be a beast in a few years, but we're going to go ahead and sweep him this time. Milwaukee, I'm pretty sure we beat them last season. Sam Cassell, Ray Allen, Michael Redd. Decent team, but we're going to go ahead and probably sweep them. Yes, we do. And we got Phoenix in the finals. All right, so Marbury, Sean Marion, and Amari Stoudemire. So good team, but I think we're going to go ahead and sweep them as well. Oh, we don't sweep them, but we do beat them in five. Shaq gets another finals MVP, 29 and 12. The big fella is eating. He's cooking. And we only lost one game. Wow, that is crazy. So I'm pretty sure that's another three-peat for this, for Shaq and for this Orlando Magic team overall. And let's see. Yeah, Shaq has won one, two, three, four, five, six straight championships. That's what's up. Good stuff, Shaq. All right, so I mean, Shaq is having the best career of his life in the Sims. And all right, so we're gonna see what happens in our fourth season. What's going to be the 05-06 season? And obviously I'll let you know if anything pops off in the offseason. I don't think so though. Real quick, not a huge issue, but Sean Kemp retired and Darryl Armstrong retired. I did say that in the earlier video that some of these older guys, vets, are going to start retiring, and yeah, they did. So I think that just frees up more spots for some of our younger guys to move up on our team roster. Heading into our fourth season in this 6-year sim, T-Mac goes up to a 98. Shaq is going to start to regress as he's going to hit the back half of 30 anyway, or at least of the sim. He's at a 96. Mike Baylor goes up to an 84. Carlson, 80. 79 for Hunter. 78 for Vaughn. Grant Hill, like I said, he's going to just start to regress. 76 for Mo Williams. So, yeah, this is our team. This is our squad. I think we're still in alignment to win a championship. I don't think anyone's really established themselves as a serious threat at this point. Recapping our fourth season and the 05-06 season, LeBron puts an end to our MVP reign as he wins his first MVP. Congrats to LeBron there. Chris Paul goes to Portland and wins Rookie of the Year. Desmond Mason, 6-man on the Miami Heat. LeBron, DPOY, wow. J.R. Smith, most improved on the Nets. We won 61 games. That's we went down a lot. Wow. I think we won like 68, 69 games the year before. 59 for Philly. So Philly's obviously their hitter. T-Mac and Shaq all NBA first team still. That's what's up. And that's just really surprising that we dropped down to 61 wins. I'm just saying, wow, look at the Lakers. 1, 2, 3 players, all defensive second team. That's kind of impressive, just saying. Good stuff there. But we are first in the East still. Let's take a look at all the standings overall. So 61 wins for us. Obviously, we got Jack Vaughn. He's doing good. T-Mac, Mike Miller, Nick Collison, Shaq. He did go down a little bit, and obviously that's going to be, what's going to happen with him moving forward just because he's, on the second half of, the worst part of this 6-year sim. He's going to start hitting 36, getting closer to 36. Philly, who's on Philly? Iverson. They signed Michael Redd. They got Keith Van Horn and Eddie Curry and Michael Petras. That's a nice team. And James Posey coming off the bench. Philly definitely got a good team. Cleveland, Ricky Davis, LeBron, and Zach Randolph. That's a nice team. Memphis, they got Wade. They got Jason Williams, Shane Battier, Shomal Swift, and Pau Gasol. So 1, 2, 3, 4 solid players, 2 90s. Let's see what the Lakers are doing. Obviously, they got Baron Davis. They got Kobe, Karolinko. They got 3 90s. Okay, I like what the Lakers did. They signed and they rebuilt through the draft. So the Lakers might be a hit or two. And obviously, you got the Spurs with Tony Parker at a 96. That might be generous. Richard Hamilton, who I don't know why he keeps getting it on the Spurs. They got Bruce Bowen, Tim Duncan, and they don't. I don't know what happened to Elton Brand. So they're not going to be as good anymore. In Denver, who's on Denver? Carmelo and Gilbert Arenas. That's a really good team. So let's see who happens. Let's see what happens. New Jersey, Jason Kidd, Richard Jefferson's at a 90. Okay, but I don't think they're, going to be much of an issue for us. They're not. Washington, I feel like we keep facing Washington. Jerry Stackhouse, Carlos Boozer, Kwame Brown is just getting so good. Who knew? Who really knew? And we beat them in five. To be honest with you, to be real, we got two very high rated 90s, but I was gonna say we only got two 90s and Mike Miller. But yeah, that 95, 88, 85. So Philly is good, but I do think we're gonna sweep them. We do sweep them, and we got Denver. Okay, so Denver, they got 95 overall in Gilbert. They got 93 in Carmelo. They got Nene and Marcus Camby. So they got inside and out. So let's see what happens here. Let's simulate game one. We take game one. We take game two. Denver takes game three. We take game four, and I think we're going to go ahead and win another championship. Shaq 30 and 14. Shaq is just eating with all of these finals MVPs. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, so that is another chip for us. But I do want to recognize team history. We won 61 games this year. We won 68 the last season. I think the talent is starting to catch up to us, seriously. But it doesn't really seem to matter at this point because we keep winning championships. That's a fourth straight championship for Tracy McGrady and Shaq. And Shaq has won 7 straight championships from his three-peat with Kobe to his 4th straight with Tracy McGrady. All right, guys, we'll see you in our 5th season. We're coming to an end on this sim. Coming off a 4-peat, we're heading into our 5th season of this sim, and T-Mac still holding steady at a 98. Shaq has diminished, has regressed to a 94, so we got to see how that affects our team. But Mike Miller continues to get better. Carlson, Hunter, Vaughn, Williams, even this guy, Todd Harvey. This is a serious team, solid team. They are definitely helping out with Shaq starting to regress. Grant Hill is just stealing money at this point. My guy needs to retire. He's at a 74. Pat Garrity, he's at a 73. Right, the fourth he's coming up. So we got a lot of green arrows, which is good. But Shaq, we got to keep an eye on his regression, see how that impacts our winning ways. Just put a cap to the 06-07 NBA season, our 5th season in the 6-year sim, and LeBron goes back-to-back in MVPs, averaging 25, 9, and 7. Andre Bargnani wins Rookie of the Year. I don't even know who this guy is. LeBron, DPOY. Leandro Barboza gets Most Improved on the Knicks. Doc Rivers, 2 wins for the Magic, and the Celtics, 56 wins. Okay, so it looks like the Celtics are trying to do a little something. Shaq, all NBA first team. Let's go, T-Mac, all NBA second team. Love to see it. And what about all defensive first teams? Anything? Not that I can see. No. All right, so we are first in the East. Let's take a look at the standings, see what's going on there. So obviously we still got our big two with T-Mac and Shaq, 99, 96. We got Mike Miller at an 87, Collison at an 84, Stephen Hunter at an 83 coming off the bench. That's what's up. Cleveland, LeBron's team, 87, 99, 87. Imagine if they got LeBron an actual number 2. That would have been crazy. Maybe I should add LeBron into this sim. Yeah, why not? All right, Boston. Yeah, why did Boston do so good? They got Gilbert. Oh, that's why they got Gilbert Arenas, Josh Childress, Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker. Yeah, that definitely helps a lot. Philly, what's going on with Philly? Iverson, Mikael Petrus, Keith Van Horn, Eddie Curry, James Posey. Nice team. San Antonio, they got Tony Parker, Rip Hamilton, and Tim Duncan still. And the Lakers, Baron Davis, Kobe, they lost someone, which is Andre Karolinko, I think. Still a good team. Still a very good team. So let's see what happens here. Our first round matchup is against the Bulls with Quentin Richardson, Andre Karolinko. He left the Lakers, went to the Bulls, and Tyson Chandler. Honestly, shouldn't be too much of a matchup for us. We do sweep them. We got Philly. Once again, we got Iverson, Petrus, Keith Van Horn, and Eddie Curry. Nice team, but I don't think they're going to be quite a challenge for us, and we beat them in five. Boston had a nice little come up with Gilbert Arenas, Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker. So they got two solid 90s actually, but I don't think they're quite on our level. Just saying, and they took us to 7 games. Wow, they took us all the way, and we got the Utah Jazz with Michael Redd, Jermaine O'Neal, Chris came in. Okay, so nice team, but I think this is going to be another chip for us. Just saying, and we sweep them, and Shaq gets another MVP. So that's 5 straight championship. I haven't really thought about it, but are Tracy McGrady and Shaquille O'Neal going to go 6-0? Are they going to win 6 straight championships? I never really thought about it. I think I said like 2 championships, maybe 3, but they have won 5 straight chips. That's crazy. So we're about to head into our sixth and final season of this sim and see if this pairing of T Mac and Shaq can go 6-0. Before we head into our 07-08 season, our last season of this sim, let's take a look at player progression. 99 overall for Tracy McGrady. Shaq is 35 years old. He goes down 2 regressions to a 93, but we got a lot of players coming up and doing well, improving. Mike Miller, 85. Nick Collison, 83. 81 for Hunter. 80 for Harvey. 80 for Williams. Jack Vaughn went down to a 78, but he is 32. Look at all these green arrows, though. So I think something that's really helping this Orlando Magic team is all the infusion of young talent. This is not an old team. Who's our oldest player? Shaq. Grant Hill. Grant Hill hasn't retired yet. It's crazy. So we don't have a lot of old players. We really don't. We have a lot of young players, and they're doing very well. So I think this team has another chance to win another championship and do, I dare say, go 6-0 in this 6-year sim. We just put a cap to the 07-08 season, the last season in this 6-year sim, and Dwayne Wade wins MVP 28, 6, and 9. That's what's up. KD goes to the Charlotte Bobcats and wins Rookie of the Year. Devin Harris on the Portland Trailblazers gets 6 man. I wonder if he's still playing behind Chris Paul. If Chris Paul is still there, LeBron, DPOY, Brandon Roy on the Rockets, most improved. 63 wins for the Grizzlies. Okay, Grizzlies are doing well behind their MVP, Dwayne Wade. We got T Mac, All NBA first team. There we go. Shaq, All NBA second team. Good stuff. All defensive first team. Anyone? No, not that I can see. All defensive second team. No, not that I can see. All right, so Memphis is number 1 in the West. Dallas number 2 in the West. Boston is number 1 in the East. Wow, and we're number 2. Let's take a look at the standings. Obviously, this is our 6th season, so Shaq is old, very old at this point. 96, 85, 95. So this is a good team, a very good team for Boston. Taking a young Ben Gordon. All right, what about us? Obviously, we got 99, 88, 84, 92. Shaq is now 36 years old, so he is very much aging. Cleveland, 87, 99. They were never able to get LeBron really good help. Ricky Davis is their best player. The second best player was Zach Randolph. That's not really going to move the needle too much. Detroit, Chauncey, Corey McGrady, and Ben Wallace. Milwaukee Bucks, they got Ray Allen, Richard Jefferson, Tim Thomas. Not really great talent. Steve Francis with Allen Iverson, that's a small backcourt, 6'3" and 6 feet, and James Posey at the 3. All right, so Eddie Curry, that's an all right team. Chicago, let's see what Chicago. They only won 43 wins. So yeah, and what happened to LA? I saw. Are they up here? Oh, this is the freaking East. Oh my gosh. All right, 63 wins for Memphis. Rajon Rondo, Dwayne Wade, Shane Battier, Stromile Swift, Pau Gasol. This is a good team. Very good team. Dallas. Let's see. Sean Marion, Dirk Nowitzki, Andre Barnes. Okay. Not really sure why they were second, but and Portland. Wow, 94. Yeah, Chris Paul, Vince Carter, Bonzi Wells, Paul Millsap, and Devin Harris is a 90 coming off the bench. No wonder that team is so good. But the top teams are out west. Just saying. And Boston, we saw us. Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota's nice little comeback there a little bit. And then you see LA with Baron Davis, Kobe, Damian Wilk. Okay, so let's see what happens. We got Washington in the first round. No. We have Chicago in the first round. My bad. And their star player is Andre Karolinko and Tyson Chandler. So let's see if we could go ahead and send them back to Chicago. We do beat them in 5. LeBron in the second, all these teams, just because we are not that good anymore, are going to be a little bit more scary. Ooh, we went in 7, and we have Detroit. Okay, Detroit beat Boston. So Chauncey, Corey, and Ben Wallace, I feel confident we can beat this team. Absolutely. Yeah, we do sweep them. And we got Dallas. Dallas is honestly underwhelming. They're not an overwhelming team. They got Sean Murray and Dirk Nowitzki. I think we should be able to go ahead and get them out of here pretty easily. We win game 1. We lose game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4. I think we're gonna go ahead and they win. Okay. Can they force a game 7? Nope, we're out of here. T Mac finally gets the finals MVP, 33, 7, and 6. And guys, they went 6-0. I didn't expect that. I really didn't. It didn't even cross my mind that the Orlando Magic, Tracy McGrady, and Shaq were going to go 6-0 in this sim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shaq has won 90 straight championships. Big fella, what are you doing? Hall of Fame credentials, absolutely. 9-time NBA champion, 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job, Shaq. 8 Finals MVP, 3-time MVP. That's GOAT. That's GOAT status for Shaq. But guys, that was the video. T-Mac and Shaq. What if T-Mac benefited greatly? What is that? 6 championships for him. 6-0, mirroring Jordan over there. But yeah, that was the video. Next, we're gonna do, I don't know, Iverson, Dirk Nowitzki. We're gonna give another superstar, 2000 superstar, a chance to play with the most dominant big men in the NBA and see what happens there. We'll catch you on the next video.